is starting to influence how we are building business applications. And I want to ask David Andersson to come up on stage. David is responsible for IFS Labs, and to give an example on how we are designing systems and how we are working today.
Sure, Anders. I hope everyone can hear me. Obviously you can. I hear myself. I'm David Andersson, as Anders said, and it's a privilege to be here. We have been drawing upon what Anders said. We have been looking into several aspects of the whole social media frenzy that is happening right now. And one of those, one of the products that we've come up with, is the IFS Talk product that you see before you right now. It's a fairly intuitive user interface. As you can see, the green box, and you see a very good-looking kid almost, that's me, up to the right, and whatever I type up there gets in the flow or on that board of scribbles, as you can see. So what's the big deal with this then? Well, the real challenge here has been to sort of give you some sort of business value while preserving the fun in it. Because if you think about it, those are often on the opposite side of the scale. If it's fun, it tends to be lower on the business value scale. But if it's high on the business value scale, maybe it's not that fun. But we wanted to do this, fun and great business value. And we think that we have actually come across in this case as well. So if you look at it from a sort of an enabler between users of all of the users of the IFS applications instance that you're running, to share ideas or share what they're doing right now, or even share get help with the problems that they might come across within the application. So implementing this in context where you stand or where you sit and do your work is critical, and it would look something like something like this. This is a customer order form, and you might see that this customer order form and look at the order lines. Seeing as those order lines are identical, you might start wondering, is this really the way it should be? Should it look like this? Who am I going to call with this? Or is this a big or a small problem? I don't even know that. So then you bring up the IFS Talk screen and you enter your query, and then bada bing bada boom, it ends up at the top of the scribble pile in the main screen. So everyone that logs on to IFS applications, they will first and primarily see, okay, David has a problem, maybe I can help him. And if you think about it, this is what we do all day long on Facebook. If I buy a new Blu-ray player and I have trouble connecting the blue cord or whatever it is, I just type it on Facebook saying I have some problem here, where does the blue cord go, and then one of my friends will eventually help me. I don't have to disturb my friend directly by calling him or calling the support even. I get help from my peers.
But David, I can see that social media is truly influencing here.
Yeah.
And I can understand that the tools and the way you work in social media can be a very efficient way of communicating. But what is then the actual difference between what you show here, which for me looks just like Facebook, and the Facebooks and LinkedIn and whatever they are called out there?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Anders.
Oh!
Well, what you get here is primarily, of course, the security. This is based on F1 technology. It's in a secure environment. You don't have to worry about anything getting out of control. Oops, all of a sudden it's being spread outside of the company and so on. So you never have to worry about that. And number two, it's in context. You never have to leave IFS application to actually utilize this. You saw that I used it from a customer order screen, or I can use it from the home screen of IFS applications, which is really powerful. Because at the moment that you lift up and go right, who am I going to call? Oh, there's a mail, and there's a YouTube clip, and all of a sudden 20 or 30 minutes are gone from your workday. So those two things are basically what we're seeing as the real power here and the real business value that this brings. Yeah.
Well, great. Thank you very much.